Okay, I hadn't done a video for like a whole week, I think, so I'm just going to do some minifigure things. So let's just do this one. It's upside down, and I'm hoping, I've still got this thing on my wrist, I'm hoping that it's exactly what I want. So actually the thing that I really want is I really want the bee person and the pug person, but these are very hard to get, at least at the one shop that I've been getting these from. I have to shop around. I had the same problem, I'm sure, before, where there was like a minifigure that was like wasn't in any of the boxes, and I looked and looked and looked and looked and looked and looked and looked, and then I went to another shop and there were tons of them. So I think it's just what happened here. But this is not what I wanted, or is it? I can't remember. No, this is what I wanted. Okay, yeah. So I've actually been to like a couple of times to the shop, and I was like, I have to do the video on this because I can't actually remember what I've already got because I haven't opened the bags yet. But anyway, it's this one here. This one's not very exciting. It's the dolphin person. It's just not exciting because it's actually very easy to find, at least at the shop that I got them from. There were an awful lot of these ones. That and the senator person are very, very easy to find still. Like I really have like I don't think she's not here anymore. Where did she go? The dancer person with the funny hair thing, she is like ridiculously easy to find. I think that she was the first one that I got. So that's cool, but you do get a cool dolphin with it, so it's always good to get the dolphin. And you get these little neat things like a paddle and another surfboard. I've got these before. I've just been watching clips of this of the Fantastic Four and the Silver Surfer film from like 2005 on YouTube. So I'm all about the surfboards at the moment, which is, you can't actually really stick it, or you can just stick it on. It can go like that, so that works. And then they look like that, so they're pretty cool. They have a life jacket. It's the very first life jacket I've ever had, and they have a cool hat, which is neat. So they're pretty good. Like they're a good value one, but they are very easy to find, and there's still tons of them in the shop. So yes, I actually thought that I kept finding this and thought I've already got this one, but now that I've actually just done it, I realised I haven't actually opened the bag, but now I have. It's all fine. That doesn't make any sense. But the point is, the next one is going to be not that one. At least it's pretty obvious that's the case, as this bag is very thin. So you know it's not these two, because I just told you that I haven't managed to get those two, even after having tried many times. But now it is. It's the violin person. Oh, this is making me worried. And I don't know why it's making me worried, because I'm like, oh, wait, I've already got the violin person, because I think I might get two violin people. But I'm hoping the last one is not the violin person. I'm pretty sure this is the one that I got yesterday. And I just got this one because I thought, well, I have to get the violin person at some point, since I said I was going to get the whole series. So I might as well get it now, since I spent all this time yesterday, or the day before, going through all the bags, trying to find the bee person and the pug person, and not finding them. They've got two faces. They're one where they're asleep. Well, I guess they're not actually asleep. They're kind of just enjoying the moment and listening to the music and just being amazing. And this is the bit where they've really mucked up, and they were like, I can't stand playing violin, because they are young. They are young kids, so you don't expect them to be very good at this. You expect them to be terrible. I don't know. I've never played the violin in my life, and I feel like it's a pretty cool thing if you learn, but you have to learn at a young age. I was always under the impression, so I've never had any inkling to try and learn as an adult, because I've just like, it's just not going to work, I'm sure. But you never know. Maybe I would be naturally good at it. Never having tried. So there we go. The only thing I've ever tried is the ukulele, which is the only sort of stringy instrument that I've ever done. And I forgot about it after a while, because it was something that I just have not got back to trying again. But they do come with a wand, which doesn't quite reach over to their violin, so it looks a bit odd. But I guess, actually, if the violin went that... No, that doesn't help either. It's pretty hard to get the wand to actually even touch. But that's okay. It's Lego. You accept these things. So we've got those two out of the way, and the last one is on the front of the packet. So her, that's the one I'm talking about. Her, she's just so many of that minifigure. Like I don't understand these boxes. Someone must have come through straight away and taken those two for some reason. And maybe this one, they weren't very popular either. And I can't even remember if I've got that one or not. So, so it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter because we're going to do this one. There's a whole pile of minifigures on this table right now, which I think are slightly off camera. Well, they're all over here. There's like tons of them. And I don't see... Oh, no, there they are. So that's answered that question. They're here, and their head's fallen off. It's right here. So I do have that one. So now I can stop worrying about it. So hopefully, I'm going to actually say what I think this one is. I'm hoping it's the space police person. So that's what I think I got, but I can't really remember. It's the space police person, yes. There's a lot of pieces in this one. Look at this guy. Whoa. And they have like a little space, like a little, the little Lego space symbol thing from the 80s and early 90s, I suppose. Is there anything really complicated in making this guy up? No, it's pretty straightforward. So where did the shield go? Oh no, we've got this thing to put on. So they've got a lot of armor, and I guess it goes like that. I'm going to try and work this out without doing anything fancy. Nice looking helmet there. Again with this, with the awesomely cool like dual plastic molding stuff, which I always think is quite neat. But I guess I don't know. How will they make it? I guess it's just that they changed the liquid halfway through, but that seems like there's a trick to this. Must be a very complicated procedure. I don't know, but it's kind of one of those things that you would actually watch a documentary on, like if they had a documentary on how this plastic process worked. Even though it would be probably pretty, bland to watch, it would still be something that would be riveting. So I'm assuming we've got these things. So what's the point of these things? Are these like little? Maybe these go. Okay, I'm thinking the only meaningful way that these things are going to work is that they've got to have something to do with the back here, so they can just slot on like this. You can't really tell from looking at the picture. Maybe I do. I don't want to open up another one of these because I've done so many of them. I just don't have any on the table, weirdly enough, and I can't see any around. So I'm not going to do that. But maybe these things do go there, and then you've got lots of handcuffs. But then actually, what makes more sense is that these handcuffs go on the back, and not these things. But then they can look cool. Because the thing is, well, he's going to run out of places to put things. So, well, one of those handcuffs is just a spear, but you can't put them on the shield. So they've got their shield, they've got their double blaster, and then they've got you get a spear face thing, which is fair because you're going to squash that, and you get where are they supposed to go? I guess they can hook onto this thing. One can hook on there, and the other one can hook on. You can't really get. Well, you could, but I'm not going to. So that's quite good. They're a pretty cool little figure. It's a shame that you can't really see you can see the space symbol there, the Space Force symbol, and so yeah. So who's got the best minifigure? But they both got double colored legs. And he's got this guy's got a very straightforward minifigure, but sorry, I have to yawn. It's late. The violin, and it's too late to do this video, but I just thought, well, I have to do this because I need to make another video. And it's been a pretty sad week for reasons I'm not going to go into. But other than that, it's been a pretty productive week, so it hasn't been too bad. But I do actually have two more things, and it's not these ones, it's some more of these. So I went back, and I didn't have the list with me, so I've probably got I'm quite certain that I'm going to get a repeat of the ones that I've had before. But I'm hoping it is the shark, not the shark, because the shark's right here, the werewolf at least, because I picked up the one. I know the werewolf is the one at the very back of the box, but then again, someone else could have picked that one up, so it might not be the one at the back of the box, and possibly, well, hopefully one of those two. So either her or the alien thing. So let's find out. These are from 2 different shops, so I kind of ruined my chances. I came across a box that had anything taken out of it, and I'm like, well, I'll just guess. I could go home and get my little copy of these things. I guess it's one of those moments when you're like, well, if you had like a normal phone, you could have just searched it up while you were at the shop. But I don't, because I might be a computer programmer, but I don't want to have a smartphone, because I just don't. It takes too much time. But anyway, I have got a double, so I've got another one of her. So that didn't work out. I'm not going to open her just yet because it's too late. So did I mark up? So this one must be I'm pretty sure I got the. So that's actually interesting. So this is my second attempt to get the other character. This is why you need to take the little list with you, because I've gone and stuffed it up a bit. Because the last time I did this video, I said I forgot to count the werewolf at the back, and that's why I ended up with her. But actually, I did remember to count the werewolf, because this is exactly what I did this time, and I got exactly the same character again. So this is going to be the werewolf. So at least we got the werewolf out of the way. I'm very confident about this. There's no way this is not going to be the werewolf. It is. I've had trouble getting the app. Like, I actually can't. Like, I can't find it on the store. Is there like, which reminds me, is there like a little QR code that I'm supposed to scan in? Because it doesn't show up when I search on the Google Play Store thing. So I can't find that. I don't know. Is this? Let's just Google this and just check at some point if it's still there. But it doesn't show up when I look for it. So I don't know. I just don't know how to search things. But it's the werewolf. See, I told you. I'd get it right. Maybe I could swap this one, unopened one, with somebody who got what I want. Alright, well now I have to go. I do know at least one more shop which still has a whole, big carton that hasn't been opened yet. So I could open that up and get out the ones that I want. And just go for the last 2 that I want, which are those 2 there. And then just finish this whole thing off, because I'm never going to care anymore. But this werewolf person, who's not my favoritist, but they're just really easy to get because they're the last one at the back of the box. But if you take the last one at the back of the box, and the person who comes along works things out now after you and counts from the back of the box, then you've mucked everything up for them. So just think about this carefully. Do you really want to ruin somebody's life if you do that, like I just did? So they have a lot of little bones and a pretty cool looking head. It's actually different to the werewolf that I've had before. I've only ever had, there's a werewolf in there was that monster, that funny, that sort of, like they were doing like the Universal Monsters thing, like with swamp people. I've done a video on it. I did a box. I opened one up a while ago, and I would have mentioned that there was also a werewolf in a car that was the next box up. That's, I think, the only werewolf that I can think of that I've ever had before in Lego, and I don't think the head is the same as this. I think the head's changed a fair bit. It's got like a little hole underneath it, which is a bit disconcerting, but I guess it's the manufacturing process. But they've got a cool head at the back, and the tail is quite neat. It's a bit flexible though. And so there you go. So we've got that. So I've got the werewolf, and that's actually not too bad. So I'm not too sad about that. And I am like, it's my own silly fault that I've got her again. She's right over here. So she's like, it's your own silly fault that you've got me again. Well, yes, it's true. And so today's wacky looking characters. It's this thing here which says hoist. Does it actually say hoist? Why would it say hoist? Weird. And then this thing here which says, I have no idea what that says. And we have the last one which I like a lot. It's the flying pies. And it has another word which I also can't read. It says Slushai, upside down I. So I don't really know what these things are supposed to spell out, but they're very silly, whatever they are. So that's that one done. So we're almost finished with these video things because, I mean these things, because there's just not much else for me to do. Though I guess they could be really cool if I could actually download the app, which I haven't been able to do, which is ridiculous. It reminds me I have to go back. We have to finish off the Mario thing. I have got another. I picked up some more Lego things. So next time we'll do the last of this series before they get kind of cool with the funny ears, because it was cheap at the shop. And I thought, well, it was one, and I haven't got this one before because I'm pretty sure I don't remember. It's like a little toy shop, and that's pretty straightforward and boring. But what the hey. And I got the Harry Potter advent calendar because it was on special, reduced to clear. So the shop that I get all my cheap things from is doing a reduced to clear on some interesting sets. So there's a couple of, hopefully they'll be getting some of the Trolls sets and another Harry Potter or two on the cheap, because I really don't have a lot of, don't want to spend any money at the moment. So trying to cut down. But with my magical cheap Lego shop, there should still be some Lego coming through. And I've got a big Toy Story set to still do that's been sitting around for ages. Plus some other exciting things. I'm going to give a preview to it. This is the preview part. But it's going to lead into some other exciting discussions on electronic Lego things. But thanks for watching. There's more to this than you think. And like, share, subscribe, and all that kind of stuff. And see you next time. Bye.